if you need some dinner inspiration, Phil Vickery's in the kitchen with the perfect midweek meal. Anything that has this stuff
it's good, isn't it?
is good.
Great story about that guy. Oh. He was a Vietnam vet. And in Vietnam, Sriracha is actually a town in northern Vietnam. And he went to, they went back to America after the Vietnam War, said you can't make hot sauce, set up his own company, now an $80 million company.
No way.
He's 85 years of age, he still goes around the factory every day tasting matrix. So,
do you like this?
Oh, I love it.
Anyway.
I'd like.
We digress slightly. Here we are, there it is. So here we are. So we've got some stuffed onion rings there, look at that. And we've got some nice little fajitas, vegetable ones, very simple. Think about fajitas which are vegetarian-based. They've got to have flavour. There's no flavour, forget it. And that's the biggest problem I have. When my kids were little, trying to get them to eat vegetables was a nightmare. Oh, by the way, it's my daughter's 21st birthday.
Oh,
hey,
happy birthday,
Winnie.
Happy
birthday, Winnie. See you next week. Anyway, so there we are. So here we go. So this is the filling of the fajita. Sweet potatoes and kidney beans. In this pan here, I have red onions. I just cooked down with a little touch of oil, just to give a bit of colour. I do put colour into it at this point because I want a bit more flavour. Again, it goes back to what I said earlier. So that I'm going to add a few pinches of dried chilli flakes, a little bit of garlic. Again, not too much, just enough to bring it along. A little pinch of ground cumin or coriander. I use it like salt and pepper, OK? So you just add a touch. People overuse it. There's way too much, and it will mask everything. A bit of colour. And then I add to that, again, some paprika. So that's smoked paprika that I put onto the actual onions itself, not on the pan because it burns and it ruins the flavour. I made a film once in Budapest, and the paprika guy, he said to me, we send all the rubbish to you in England, Phil. And he said, don't cook it, you put it onto food or liquid. And I was like, OK, fair enough. So there we are. Wow. So sweet potatoes, in they go, chopped nice and small. Now, what I'm trying to do is get a puree, a rough puree. So when you make a fajita, it doesn't all fall out. Nothing worse than having particulates that fall out. Isn't that right, Josie?
Absolutely.
To that we're going to add.
I've tried an onion ring. Phil.
Very good.
What's your date of birth and what star sign are you? Absolutely incredible.
It's a long story.
Oh, my word. No, seriously, what's star sign? These are good.
To that, I'm going to add the stock cube. In that it goes. And then here's the thing. You want a little touch of water or stock just to get the whole thing going. About 100 mils of water. OK, so give that a stir. And then you pop on the lid and you let that steam. And that will steam cook in about 5 to 6 minutes. Turn it right down. You want them cooked so they break apart, OK? You don't want them mush. So that's that.
Can I ask you a very quick question about chilli when you're adding chilli? I never get it right with dried chilli flakes.
Well, here's the thing.
Rule?
Well, here's the thing. I know the heat of dried chilli flakes, and I know when I'm cooking how it works and how it doesn't work. When you get fresh chillies, it can range from 0 up to 2 million Scoville units, which is, I think, habanero or Carolina Reaper is probably the worst one. So I always use dry because I know exactly how it's going to be, OK? Otherwise, very, very much. Okay. Now, once that's cooked down, OK, 10, 15 minutes, it'll end up, I'll bring this one over here. It'll end up like this one here. So all I've done there is just use a fork or potato masher just to break it up slightly, OK? So you want, as I said, a nice, not puree, but something which holds together. Now, to that, I'm then going to add a bit of parsley. In that goes, like so, chopped parsley, and just mix that together so you've got that lovely flavour. Now, what you need to do at this point is re-season it, OK? Because I know you put a stock cube in, but you want to just make sure this is the end product. So make sure that tastes nice, OK? Yeah. Right, that's that. Onion rings. Now, I've been wanting to do this for ages. Let's move some of this out of the way and you can see it.
These might be one of the greatest things I've ever
Well, honestly, I've been for ages.
Brilliant.
So this is a slice of onion, as you can see. There it is. There's a slice of onion, about 1.5 centimetres thick. And what you do is you peel it and you pop out the rings until you get one ring like so, and then you want to go third ring down, and then you've got, or second ring down, and then you've got another ring just here. In that goes like that. Very simple, OK? Here I've got a mix of cream cheese, a few breadcrumbs, a bit of parsley or any green herb you like, jalapenos, which are pickled in a jar, quite like those, and a bit of cheddar cheese, which binds the whole thing together, OK? Now, it's been a little bit chefy, but what you need to do then is, I'll use one of these because it's easy. You can use a teaspoon. But then you get the mix, and you just literally pipe the mix around.
Oh, he's gone so chefy.
I have, but that's just part of it,
So
and that's
good,
my
though.
job. You know, and then what you need to do is just press that down like that, and then freeze them. Freeze them. It's really important because that cream cheese is quite soft. So here's ones I froze earlier, and you can see. Put them in the freezer, and when you need to cook them, a bit of flour. Okay, we'll do a couple here, and it goes. Here I've got a mixture of egg and buttermilk. Now buttermilk breaks down the rawness of the onion. If you're using things like buttermilk fried chicken, that breaks down the protein as well. So we always put it in, and that goes like that.
Can you make your own buttermilk by putting lime or lemon in milk?
No, you can't because it'll curdle it.
Okay.
We can like a yogurt.
All right, okay.
Okay, so you take it out. It's a byproduct.
You've got to go buy it.
Yes.
Okay.
Breadcrumbs here, which I'm just going to roll that in a few breadcrumbs. Now, here's the point. The reason why I freeze them is because you want to cook them really quickly before the cheese comes out. So that way, if you freeze them and put them straight into a fryer like I've got here, set at 175 degrees, in that goes, like that one there. Now, any more than about 175, and they'll brown too quickly before the onion's cooked. Okay, and I'm just going to, get water off my hands because it'll split, and you'll see. Just turn them over. We'll come back to that in a second. Over here, here's some that I actually made slightly earlier. Hopefully that will cook in real time. Here they are, and then you need to leave them to rest for 5 minutes. Now, what I've done with yours is I've cut them into quarters, and you can see they're much easier to eat.
Well, you didn't need to cut mine in quarters because I've already had mine. They were so gorgeous.
Oh, they gone? Oh, they have
I
gone?
met them.
OK, well, what I'll do...
I know people expect when you're tasting food on telly to go, oh, everything's lovely. This is really special.
Excuse me leaning over
So
you.
delicious.
Look, he's a feeder. He's a feeder.
And an Aquarius.
Back over here, guys. You'll see there, look. See, look, they're cooking nicely. Now, over here, I've got the fajitas, which I just pop into some lovely soft tortilla wraps, or you can use the crunchy ones. It's up to you. Excuse me, a bit of onion there. Then I have like a guacamole, but it's a relish, avocado, chopped tomatoes, a bit of onion, a bit of parsley, a bit of coriander. That goes on top of the fajita there. Oh. And then, again, so you're just layering flavours.
Oh, so this goes, do we do this ourselves on top here?
Yeah, on top. Yeah, I'll give you a spoon, OK. A little bit of sour cream if you want it.
Yes, please.
OK, there you go. You've got that there, you've got that there. You know what, Josie? You've been
I'm
quite
just in
lovely.
awe of your fajita making there, Phil.
And then here's the kicker: a little bit of lime juice.
Oh, always.
Gives back, and then a bit of sriracha on top of that as well. Oh, like so. And there you go.
Naughty.
Back over to my onion. Let's have a look at this. This one here is now ready. Make sure I just fit it out.
Lovely.
Onto there. There it is. You'll see the cheese coming out of it there, just like that. Lovely. And you leave them to rest for the same amount of time you cook them for, and that's it.
Best one yet, Phil. That is best one yet.
That's happening Friday in our house, Phil. Love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Amazing. For details of today's recipe and more delicious ideas from all our chefs like Phil, download the free This Morning app.